Hey guys, John here, and joined with me today is Chris Jenson from Exotac. And today we're going to talk about one of their newer products, the RipSPOOL.
Yes.
So kind of a departure from your guys' normal fire starting tools. We're going with gear repair.
Yes.
And I think this was an awesome product. When I saw it, I was like, it's fantastic to throw in a bug out bag, anything like that, where you might be on a longer venture, and if something were to happen to your backpack, clothing, anything like that, you have the ability to repair it. And that's really what this tool is all about. So tell us how this kind of evolved, because it's a departure from fire stuff.
So what happened is we did this with a collaboration with BattleBox, Daniel Dabbs over at BattleBox, and he called us up saying, hey, I saw this cool little duct tape spool that you can put on your keychain. Can you make me one of those? It's like, well, we can do that, but we don't want to be like somebody else. We don't want to just rip off somebody else's product or just be something else like that. So then we're like, okay, well, what else can we do on this? So it was, well, let's add some thread to it. And I was like, okay, well, we add thread to it, so let's add a needle to it as well. Mm-hmm. And then it just pretty much became the RipSPOOL from that. We put a 550 fire cord lanyard on it. The only reason why we did that was because it was actually cheaper to get this than it was to get regular 550 cord.
Okay.
So it just worked out well. Then it also fits along with the fire starting stuff that we do.
So within the paracord, you have fire cord in here, so you can pull out the strands. They light on fire and they burn for a good amount of time to get a fire started. So you got one fire capability there. Wrapped around the outside is how many feet of duct tape?
It's 50 inches approximately.
Okay, so 4 feet or so of duct tape. 4 feet or so of duct tape wrapped around, and then at the bottom we have 30-pound
test line. It's a braided test line. Okay. It's about 60 feet.
So 60 feet. So really good at multi-use items.
Yeah.
And being 30 pounds, I mean, if you had to, you could even hang a tarp, tent, anything like that, and get it strung up if you needed to for the night. And then the bottom, it has real nice knurling on it, so it's nice and easy, even if you have gloves or it's cold out. Just unthread it, and out comes the needle. So the needle is a
number 16 sail needle.
So it'll get through really heavy material, canvas, anything like that, and it fits real nicely inside. Holds in there, and then you see the cavity. You can just put back in, screw it down. It's O-ring sealed. Pretty much like everything that Exotac makes, and just awesome construction. When I saw it, I was like, super cool.
Yeah, it was one of those things that it was like, okay, well, this is an extreme departure from what we do, and we kind of want to go in that in that direction. Mm-hmm. We pretty much built every fire starter that we can make and actually is usable, and we're thinking, well, let's do some other things where there's outdoor EDC, survival, gear repair, and this definitely came along from that. And there's a couple little key features on here that people don't notice. If you look right there at the very bottom, there's a small hole, and that's to tie off the line when you're done using it.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't just keep unwinding and become a mess.
The funny thing is, I heard a lot of people like, oh, I love that, but I just put it under duct tape when I'm done with it. I was like, well, there's a little hole there. You can just tie it off.
See, it's the attention to detail. That's where Exotac, I think, destroys everybody, is the attention to detail just like that. So if you didn't know, now you know. Right under the Made in USA is a little tiny hole there that you can run the thread through and tie it off.
And then also, because we're using 30-pound test line, I was like, well, there's enough room in this cavity. What else can we put in there? So
see, this is where men get in trouble. Gave us just a little bit of space, and we're like, what else can we put in there?
Yeah, so I want to see what I can fit in it.
So what Chris did was he took the inside cavity, because there's just a needle in here, and what did you throw in there?
So I went ahead, I tossed in, there we go. So I got 2 number 1 safety pins, just more gear repair items.
Yep.
2 split shot sinkers.
Okay.
And then 5 number 8 hooks. And I was able to fit all that in there. So now I have a small emergency fishing kit if I need to. Then I also went ahead and magnetized the needle.
Okay.
So I
took throw it on a leaf, on a cord, anything like that.
Yeah, just toss it on a leaf and float it, and then I have an improvised compass. Mm-hmm. So if you do those couple things just to the RipSPOOL, it makes a very versatile piece of gear.
Yeah.
I have my fire cord. I can use that for a tinder. I have the duct tape. I can use it for gear repair, or I can use it for a flame extender.
Yep.
I have my thread, I have my line and my needle. I can use that for gear repair. I can use it for first aid if I need to. I can use this to pick splinters or pick splinters out. I magnetized the needle. Now I can use it for improvised navigation. I added a couple items to the inside cavity, so I got more gear repair, and then also I got, a basic fishing kit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. Just while I was sitting here thinking, could you run the line through and use this as a reel for fishing?
If you wanted to, you could. You could use it as a reel for fishing. I tried to cast with it. It doesn't really work that well because it wasn't designed to do that. So, but I have noticed.
But once it's out.
Yeah, what I've done to cast with it, I'll sit there. I'll just pull some line off, and I'll just
lasso it.
And then just reel it back in.
So there you go. You kind of have like an improvised fishing reel here as well. But yeah, super cool tool with tons of different features that you can pack into it. And I mean, you could put really anything you wanted to in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to toss some more needles in there, you could. Toss just some more safety pins in there, you could. I mean, you have enough room in there to toss some small items in there.
Yeah. Tell us where they can get more information or purchase.
Okay. As of now,
I know these aren't out.
Yeah, as of now, this model you can find it at battlebox.com or you can find it on Amazon.
Yep.
It's the model that we sold to BattleBox. Yep. Their
color.
Yeah, this is their color. It's a copper color, or I think it was like a bronze or whatever they wanted to call it. And then we are working on having our model back out, and it's going to be either it's going to be orange and black, or it's going to be gunmetal and black. We're going to have most likely both of those out. And then we modified the way the needle is retained. So we'll have that. We got those coming off the machine right now. So you're looking mid-February. Might have them out on our website.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, super cool, product that I think fills a lot of voids that people might find in their packs. And it's just a great thing to throw in your everyday carry bag all the way up to your bug out bag, because if a gear repair happens, it's usually a blowout that is pretty major and needs to be adjusted. So having the right tools to do it can definitely make your day, your trip, whatever it might be, a whole lot better. So
definitely.
So guys, if you have any other questions with regards to the Exotac RipSPOOL, feel free to leave them below. Make sure you hit the like button, and until next time, be safe.